India's national intellectual property ecosystem, there are many factors that impact how we go about developing this ecosystem. But today I'm going to specifically talk about the commercialization gap. So when we say what is the commercialization gap, there are two factors here. There's low value capture and there are structural bottlenecks. I'm going to focus more on the structural bottlenecks. So in the US in 2020, and they do these surveys in a really comprehensive and a professional way. Like 200 research institutions reported about 27,000 disclosures. And in India, if you look at, and you must have read in the news as well, there's been a lot of buzz around higher education and patents being filed. About 58% of all granted patents in India come from the higher education institutes. The second point, what leads to this commercialization gap, the structural factor, we are looking at weak invention disclosures, and we've identified that as one of the points. If you look at the US in 2020, the research funding grew by about 7.5% over 2019. And if you track in parallel, invention disclosures also increased by 6.8. So obviously, you don't know whether it's causation or correlation, but definitely there's a lot of strong correlation between if the research funding grows, the invention disclosures also grow. But more importantly, licensing also has grown, right? So like for every 2.7 disclosures, you have one technology that gets licensed. So that's a fantastic commercialization rate. Unfortunately, on the right side, like India, there's no reliable data on this, right? Both on the invention disclosure side and downstream licensing outcomes. I mean, there's a lot of news in the media around how many patents we filed, how many patents have been granted. But structural issues like, okay, how are the tech transfer offices actually performing, right? How are they doing invention disclosure today? Do they even have an invention disclosure process? And then downstream, like what are they doing with the technologies that they've patented, right? How are they reaching to industry? Are they actually getting commercialized or not? There's very little data on this. If you look at an HSBC survey that was done recently, like 93% of the next generation of family-owned businesses, right? They don't want to inherit the legacy business. They want to create their own identity. They're looking for something new and interesting. These family-owned businesses are sitting on very healthy balance sheets. They have a lot of cash, but the next generation is a perfect opportunity for industry and academia to come together to take all of these technologies that are sitting on the shelf and make something of them, right?